Hi, my name is Michael James, and my friends call me the Grape Meister. I've been growing grapes and making wine for a number of years, and in this video series I'd like to share those experiences with you. In this video, I'm going to briefly cover the following material. I'm going to show you the origins of winemaking. I'm going to discuss what your vineyard options are. I'm going to show you the types of grapes that you can grow, where to obtain those grape plants, the vineyard's ideal layout, and a short winemaking overview, and then finally the payoff at the end of this whole winemaking process. How to grow grapes, or the cultivation of grapes, is covered in a broad base of knowledge referred to as viticulture. The earliest written reference to grape growing appears in the ancient Samaritan texts in the 3rd millennium BE. There are examples of grape growing in Egyptian, Greek, Chinese, and early Roman writings. Needless to say, the art of how to grow grapes has a long and interesting history. If your interest is winemaking, then you have to start with the essential ingredient, which is grapes. Understand that a vineyard is a macro universe. Your vineyard can be in your backyard, or on a small rented plot of a few square yards, or sometimes as big as this vineyard. The decision you have to make now is to pick the variety of grapes that you plan to grow. It is well known that there are two distinct varieties of grape plants. The original European grape variety, known as Vitis vinifera, it favors a long, hot growing season with mild winters. If your climate doesn't fit this criteria, you can plant many of the hybrid varieties of grape plants that are currently available. Your next decision is whether to grow grapes for white or red winemaking purposes. You can purchase grape plants from an established grower and begin planting your vineyard. Wine plants are perennial plants, and you have to understand that they don't produce fruit in the first few years. It usually takes at least 3 years to see a grape crop develop. Many grape plant suppliers can also offer you plants that are 2 or 3 years old, thus cutting down on the time before you can start your winemaking endeavors. Personally, I find that in the long run you'll have better results with 1-year-old stock. When we cover the pruning of your vines, you'll see why. Once you have the vines, you need to address the layout of your vineyard. You need full sunlight. You need a soil that is not rich in nutrients. Winemaking favors smaller grapes because it's the skin and the stems that give the wine its ultimate flavor and aroma. Smaller grapes have less juice and therefore a larger surface area to impart those flavors. You're going to want to pick your grapes at the proper time when they're fully ripe. Your local winemaking store has several instruments to test the sugar content of your grapes. This is critical to good winemaking because sugar during the fermentation process is converted into alcohol. Without alcohol, you just have grape juice. The next step is the bottling or the aging in wooden barrels depending on the type of wine that you intend to make. This aging process can take a few months to several years. In latter videos, I'll address the specific techniques used to create the best wine. The process of how to grow grapes and make wine has numerous steps, but just imagine this. You bring a bottle of your own vintage red or white wine to the table. Uncork it, pour, and savor the tastes. Your guests have to be impressed. I know I would be. For a free 10-part mini-course on how to grow grapes and making your own wine, go to my website, www.totalwinesystem.com. Really, it's free. Why wait? Do it now.